Hey y'all. Welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Hope you're doing well. Come on in. We are going to craft this afternoon. I hope you're doing well. If you don't see a red box right there, that means you're catching the replay. That is okay. Just comment #replay. Let's get this party started, y'all. I think you're gonna like this one. We're going to play with a butterfly and see what we come up with. And we're going to add a little bit of silver to our butterfly. Maybe put a twist on a monarch butterfly. I'm trying to remember what colors the monarch butterfly is, but it's fine. Say hey when you get here, y'all. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. So come on in. Keyword is butterfly. All right, so let me scoot you back. We're going to begin. I'm going to start by painting. I have a frame right here and a piece of cardboard, and I'm going to do this in black. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. TGIF. If you're catching the replay, it may not be Friday, but it is for me live right now. So I'm just going to take a sponge brush and just take my black velvet chalk paste and spread it all over, okay? Whenever you hop on, make sure you put !notify, NOTIFY, in the comments so that you will be notified whenever we go live, okay? The black velvet chalk paste does amazing things for coverage. So, y'all like our boot sign back here? Isn't that cute? It says, keep your soul clean and your boots dirty. That is the February club transfer. I think it turned out awesome. And this sponge brush, y'all, is causing me trouble. It is very well used. Therefore, it is not as stiff as I want it to be. So we're just going to change it up. Hey, friends. What y'all do today, okay, this should be much faster. Did some painting today, pre-painting. I painted the backboard in white so that y'all didn't have to watch me do that because, you know, that's kind of boring. Let's flip this around. Thank you. Baby, yes, the words come with that for the club, or you can get just the surface itself without the words and the boot with the flower. That is on Etsy. The transfer itself is just the boot and the flowers. So if you want to join my club for February, you certainly can. More information is in the message that you will receive whenever you comment butterfly. So, y'all, it is dark outside. Oh, good, Barbara. Are you doing housework? It is going to rain like crazy. I just don't like the rain, y'all. I like sunshine. It brings me joy. So, I was sitting around doing some other things, and I'm like, you know what? I need something to bring me joy, so I'm just going to go hang out with all of my friends. So here we are. Butterfly is the keyword. Make sure you put that in the comments down below, and that will get you the message with all of the things that we're doing. Special Persons Day at preschool had my students make cards for local senior residents in nursing homes. Julian, I love that. Okay, so this is done. Let me think. What is next? Next step is to wash my hands off. Hey. Butterfly is the key word because we're going to use a transfer that was released, I think, last year. It's called the 2Etch Butterfly, and it is 50% off, 50. 50. Let me just get this off my hand, y'all, because if it's not dry, I don't want to touch this white surface. Okay, so we're going to put this over here. And we are going to grab our butterfly. I already painted it white. Okay, so I painted it white. I want to make sure it's dry. And we're going to start working with this and try and create something really pretty, hopefully. Thanks, Missy. It's getting cloudy there in Arkansas. Yes. Oh, good, Rhoda. You got sunshine. I am a sunshine girl as well. Yes. Yes, yes. Spending the weekend at Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Deborah, well, I hope you have a fantastic time. Okay, so first thing is first, we're going to wax this. The colors I'm using, I'm not going to use all of them, but it is called a paste palette pack. It's Bohemian. This palette pack is also 50% off. So the transfer and these colors are 50% off. Okay, so we're going to wax this really quickly. And we're going to start with step 1. Okay, we're going to do something very similar to what we did with our flowers back behind me. In case you did not catch that, that was done on February 1st, 2024, in case you're catching the replay. All right, so I want to wax every bit of this. This is MDF. The transfer itself has 2 different butterflies. I'm using the big one today, and if you purchase these cutouts on Etsy, it's a 2-pack. So we have a flat option, and then we have ones that are cut in half, and they go together, and they stand, like the wings stand up. I opted for the flat option today. All right, I think we're good. So we're going to leave this wax out. We are going to need it again. Hi, Amy. I know Phil did not see a shadow. Thank goodness. All right, next thing. Let me grab my fuzzing cloth because we're going to need to fuzz this transfer. This part of the transfer I've never used. I've done the smaller one. We're going to see how this turns out, y'all. We are just creating to create today. And we're just doing a little bit of trial and error. Okay, we are going to be using the new color of the month, Disco. So we're going to give our butterfly some metallic silver color. Okay. Christine, the round butterfly decoration. So that hanger right there is on Etsy. You can comment the word butterfly. It is there. I just painted it. Oh, good. I'm glad, Dana. A person can only take so much. You're absolutely right. So this right here is me applying lint to the back of this so that it doesn't stick super duper well to my wood butterfly right here. Okay, and this is going to line up perfectly right here on the butterfly. So let me just get it lined up and then we will get started. I mean, we've already started, but like this is the part that I'm excited about because we're going to experiment. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, first thing is first. I want to, what do I want to do? I want to put Dune all over this, okay? So let me see. I've got a brand new jar. Dune is a light color. This is just going to help keep me in the lines. Okay, because we are going to add some color to this. So I'm going to show you how this is done. I must put that in backwards. So here's our squeegee. Okay, you see there's a circle right there. I put my thumb on the circle and turn it upside down. Okay, so I'm going to grab a little bit of paste and we're just going to put it all over this butterfly. Like all over it. That way we create some type of outline stay in the line kind of thing. You'll see. So we know where to paint with our colors. Yes, we want to go up. What are these called? The antennas? I think they're called antennas. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. They're not antlers. That was the first thing that came to my mind. So this squeegee right here that I'm using is called small. Okay, small squeegee. But I put all of the supplies in the list for y'all today. So just comment butterfly. This transfer is 50% off. 50% off. Along with a ton of other things that we have. All right, so I'm going to put all of my excess back into the jar. Okay, and close it up. I think we're done with that. Thank you, Barbara. And then we're going to peel this off. All right, and we have this. I'm not going to pick it up because I don't want to touch it. Okay, now we're going to take this, throw our board on the floor, and just clean this off really quick because we're going to use it again. So I'm going to take some water. I just have purified or distilled water in here. You don't have to use either of those if you are cleaning your transfers, okay? What you don't want to do is you don't want tap water in your jars. Hold on, I gotta get some more board erasers. Mine always disappear. Always. So I'm gonna spray this. And then I'm gonna take my board eraser and wipe off the paste, okay, from the silk screen. And then I'm gonna flip it over and we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side because the paste will go through the screen a little bit and end up on the back, okay? All right, clean this off. Y'all, this right here, cleaning your transfers pretty much immediately after you use them, that's what's going to make them last longer, in my opinion, okay? I mean, I don't have all the answers, yes. Yes, Bambi, I have a board eraser thief. I don't know where they're at. Probably in the kitchen. They're all over this place. Because like I do videos in the kitchen. Sometimes we take the transfers to the bathtub in the bathroom to clean them. They're just everywhere. Okay, so now that this is clean, I'm just going to set it right here on like the backer sheet that it came on, just for now, okay? And then we're gonna move this off to the side and we're gonna dry our butterfly and then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. Hi, Judy. All right, let's get our paintbrushes out. And give this a dry. I want to make sure it's completely dry because we're going to start filling in all of the white spaces. Okay, so we're going to fill in all of the white, all right? And we're going to use our Disco Color of the Month. So you can get that when you place an order of $75 or more on my chalk website. Okay? Don't miss out. It does not last all month. I have a feeling it's going to go fast because it's the second metallic that we've come out with. Hi, Cheryl. So, don't wait. All right, are you dry? Not quite. Are you dry now? I think we're good. Okay, so now this is where the fun part is. Fun part starts. So I chose this color palette. This one that's 50% off. You get all 6 of these because it has papaya in it. I might use a little bit of Camel. Papaya and Camel, I think for sure. So what I've done is I've grabbed all of my jars in those colors. and brought them out here on top of the desk. So I'm not going to actually use the packets, but you will get the packets if you choose. Okay, so I'm going to open up our disco and we're going to get started, okay? So, anybody have any ideas how to do this? So, I think I'm going to do, I'm going to keep some of the papaya here in the bigger section of the butterfly. And then I'm going to do the silver on the outer edges, maybe. Let's see. Thanks, Cheryl. All right. I'm going to work over here. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of the disco and start covering those circles. Okay, now I'm going to show you that you don't have to stay in the lines. Okay, so there is our disco. Because we're going to lay the transfer back down and go over it in black velvet, and all of the excess, or like the outer edges of the circles are going to be covered in black velvet. Okay. Duchess in some kind of pink. So yes, I was going to, Deb, however, I was like, well, maybe I can do like the monarch butterfly colors. What are those colors? It's orange, right? So I'm just painting over the little spots for now. All right. And we're going to see what happens. I also want to incorporate some of the disco though in the center because there's bigger areas to fill. And I feel like you'll be able to see it really well in the bigger sections versus these little bitty dots. That's just my opinion. All right, so let's come back over here and do some of these. So I've got one row there. Y'all, I just don't know. I've been staring at this transfer all afternoon trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. So here we are, doing it together. Brown. Yes, they do. This disco paints so nicely, friends. So nicely. And I'm wanting to make sure that it's not clumped on the sections that I'm using it, because we're going to lay the transfer back down. So I want it to be as smooth as a baby's butt, okay? Why I said that, I don't know, but that's the first thing that came to my mind. All right, so this is what we have so far, in case you can't see. We've got the disco all the way around the wings, okay? Okay, so I'm going to set that down. I've got my, let's go with Camel. It's like a, I don't know, camel color. It's like a lighter brown. So let's put that next to disco. What do y'all think? Are you excited to see this? I am. Because when I have an idea, and it brings me joy. I run with it. So hopefully y'all like it too. If not, there will be other projects, I'm sure. Okay, did I go up? Yes. The dots are not exactly the same on both sides. Just in case you were wondering. All right. Okay, so I did camel there. Let's hop over here and do some papaya. Let me grab a decent paintbrush. Hi. Hi, Janet. All right, let's go in with some papaya, and let's just start filling in some of the spaces. What do you say? Let me turn it around. Okay, much better. Now, you may need to water down some of your paste so that it's more of a runnier consistency. My papaya is a little on the dry side, y'all. So let me add some water. And this is the cheapest paintbrush that I own. So the bristles are like, blah, like that, all over the place. So hopefully it will still do the trick. Okay. Okay, let's do papaya over here. Let's do it all right here. And then all right here. And then see where we end up. Okay. Okay, I want to do that big section in papaya. This entire blob. Okay. And then we'll do this one over here. If y'all have any questions, sorry I'm not looking at my comments. I'm concentrating. But if you're just hopping on, hit the heart button for me. Comment butterfly. Okay, there's that. Okay, so now I'm going to stop papaya. And I'm going to go back to my disco, which is the color of the month. And I want to do, you know what? What if we do, let's do this right here. And right here. There we go. Okay, so I have that. I want to be able to see the silver. Okay. In the middle, like right here. Yeah, we're gonna do this right here. This big old blob. Right there, and this one right here. Oh, it just paints so nicely, y'all. Makes me so happy. Okay, so let me show you. Let me hold it by the... All right, so that's what we have so far. I bet, Cheryl. All right, let me switch over here to... Let's do papaya right here. I'm telling you, Dune is the trick. By laying your transfer down and then putting Dune first, and then that way it gives you like an idea of where you need to go with your colors. I mean, you might be able to add bright white instead of Dune. I just don't know how easy it will be as far as showing up to your eye to see it. Okay. All right, let me add a little bit right here. Okay. Yellow and brown. Okay. What if we did, I don't really have any brown, but I have, hold on. I mean, I have brown. What if we use some saffron? What do y'all say? Now, keep in mind, I'm not trying to like exactly duplicate a monarch butterfly, but it's kind of what got me going on this train that I'm on. I love the saffron. It is available, y'all. Just add it to your cart. Super pretty. Okay. Let's put saffron here and saffron over here. Okay. Okay. All right, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Let me do yellow here. Yellow here. All right. Enough of the yellow for right now. The brown may not pop with the black though. Let me go with a little bit more papaya. Okay, there's papaya there. Maybe more camel. Let's put some camel up here. That's kind of brown, right? It's a lighter brown. Let's do this one. We're almost done, y'all. With this part, at least. Okay, I have just like 3 more spots. Okay, camel. All right. Thank you. Somebody said green. Lori, I have eucalyptus that comes in the palette pack that you get. I could do green there. green there. Now, be thinking about the little spots right here in, what do you call that? The center of our butterfly. Should I just do those, the silver, the disco? Okay. Last section on the wings. Disco on the body. Okay. All right, am I done with that? I think I'm done with that. And then we have his little antennas. I think I'm going to do all of that. Don't really know that you're going to see it after we apply the black, but at least we colored it in, right? Y'all, I'm excited. Thanks for y'all's help. So hit the heart button for me. Sprinkle the video if you can. Helps us out a ton. All right. Everything's covered, I believe. Y'all double check me. That's what we have so far, okay? Woo! Look at that. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Okay, so what we need to do now is close up all of our jars, and we need to dry this. Because we're going to put the transfer back down, and we need to apply wax. Because anytime that you layer paste, you always want to wax in between those layers. Okay? Good grief. That was a mess. All right, let me grab my black velvet right here. I've got my wax. And move all of this stuff out of the way because it's making me claustrophobic. All right, dry this. And flatten that out a little bit. Make sure it's 100% dry. Because when we go to apply our wax, and if it's wet, it'll smear the paste. Okay, the disco is awesome, y'all. Yes, we're going to use black all over it. I'll show you. Just light to the touch, just feel it, make sure that it's dry. Good. I think we're good. Anywhere that your paste may be a little thick, just kind of smash it down with your finger. In case you don't get it 100% smooth. All right, I think we're good. Okay, wax next. Yes, the wings would, Kim. You are so right. All right, so now we're going to take the wax and run it all along this butterfly, okay? All on over it. And just make sure that you get good coverage of the wax on every piece of the cutout. Because we're going to put the transfer right on top of it, and we don't want it to peel up our paste, okay? Okay, I think we're good. Here we go. What size of frame am I using? You know, that is a really good question. It fell on the floor earlier. 18 by 10 by 18. This is also on Etsy, this frame. And y'all, I know we're not done with this yet, but be thinking, I feel like we might need to add something to the background, but I don't know. Just be thinking about it. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Let's grab our transfer. Okay, we're gonna grab our fuzzing cloth because we cleaned the lint off by cleaning it. Like we removed the lint by cleaning it when we used it the first time. Okay, so we're gonna fuzz it again really well, okay? No, Carrie, I do it all the time. Hey, Delora. So like I said, this transfer, it is a size D, 2 butterflies on it. Currently 50% off through the month of February or while supplies last. It's a heck of a deal, y'all. And if you're a butterfly fan, you can make a whole bunch of butterflies. You can put this on a pillow, a shirt, you name it. Okay, I'm going to be extra cautious and just make sure that this is fuzzed nicely. Grab my black velvet. Hi, Vicki. What color though, Barbara? I don't even know where that transfer is. Okay, here we go. We're gonna take our butterfly, line them up. This may take a second because I gotta get both sides lined up. So I recommend starting with one side first. And then typically the rest will fall right into place. Okay, and now we're gonna take black velvet and grab a squeegee and go right over the top. Trying to push out all of those air bubbles. Hopefully I got them. Okay. Here we go, friends. Let's see if our creation brings you joy. And me. So I'm just pulling the paste, dragging it across the screen, trying to work somewhat quickly just because I don't want the paste to dry in the screen before I actually lift it up and release it. So, quick, quick, quick. Just like that. Get the little antennas, and then we're done. Okay. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna check it. Make sure that I didn't miss a spot. Holy cow. I made that. I made that. Look at the disco. Look how amazing that is. Holy smokes, y'all. Okay, hold on. Now, I'm going to just spray this. I'm going to take that to the sink because it is the black velvet. And I'm going to make a big old mess right here on my table. So I'm going to just spray that, let the water sit on it for just a second. And I'm going to get this butterfly dry so we can add it to our frame. Isn't that awesome, y'all? See how, I mean, it's easy. Like, don't overthink it. Holy smokes. Thank you for recommending the additional colors. That really added some awesome, awesome stuff to this. A pop of color. You guys were absolutely right. Thanks, y'all. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's very, very pretty. And I made it. And notice, it wasn't hard. Like, you don't have to chalk all the intricate little pieces. Lay it down, go over it with one light color, and then take paintbrushes and fill in the spots. That's, like, I am really proud of myself. Okay, so let me just make sure this is really dry first. I love this so much. Okay, the background of the frame is white. Okay. I want to make sure this is really dry. Now, I thought about, to be honest, I thought about just leaving the butterfly by itself and just hanging it. Look at that. Y'all, look at disco. Holy moly. I thought about just leaving it like this, but I have the background. Let me see. Here's the frame, the outside. I don't know that we actually, I'm afraid if I add anything to the background, it's going to take away from this beauty. So what I'm going to do is hold it up just a little bit. Like, I don't know that we need anything now in the background. What do you guys think? Frame does make it pop. Yes. Okay, simple. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transition and we're going to glue this to the back. All the wood cutouts are on Etsy, y'all. The transfer is 50% off. It's under specials. Just comment the word butterfly. I have all the links for everything in the message. Okay. Last time I tried to glue a frame like this, I used hot glue, and it was a disaster. So, good old Quick Fast is going to do the trick. Okay, so let me just get it straight. And then we're going to just press down so that it dries. Okay. Thanks, Missy. Hi, Candy. All right, so there's the frame. Now, I did grab we saw these hangers on Etsy. I did grab these, so if you can grab some of those if you want. And now we're going to glue our butterfly right to the center. Hey, Cheryl. All right, so let's put our, what did I call it? Yeah, stick fast. I almost said stitch. All right, let me go right up the antennas. And here we go. Hit the heart button for me, y'all. I am so darn excited for this. I was trying to come up with something to use the color of the month with, and now we have it, the butterfly. All right, I'm going to press this down so that it adheres before I don't want to lift my hands up, okay? Thanks. Yeah, I think if we added something to the back, it may have taken it away. May have taken away from the butterfly itself. Okay, are you good? Are you good? Are you good? Now, with this frame, I will probably use the Velcro command strips. But like I mentioned, you can always purchase some of our hangers to put on the back. So, tell me what y'all think. Hit the heart button. We created this. I am in love. It has the color of the month, the disco. See how it's shining right there? It's got papaya, saffron, eucalyptus, camel, and of course, black velvet. So, thanks y'all. Have a great day. And we will see you next time. Bye, friends.